Let's play. What's up, guys? Welcome on here with episode 28 of our Minecraft Let's Play series. God, I'm getting so deep into this. Okay, so this week was pretty insane, actually. It was fun. There was moments of people I hate, and there was also moments of people I like. There was craziness. There was fun conversations. There was memories coming back. It was fun. I got in. I got have a lot. Have had. Have had a lot of. This is gonna be a fun episode. I've had a lot of free time recently. Yesterday I went out. Went out into the city. Uh, I got. We went to. Where the heck we go? Went to the bank, deposited some money. That was weird. Shouldn't have mentioned that. We. What else did we do? Oh, I got my next book, Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. That's my next book for my English classo. Speaking of English classo, I hate it. The teacher's great, but as far as the seriousness of the class, it's not taken seriously at all. It's in stark contrast to last year where I had an AP English class. Because of course that class was, it was a grind the whole time. But this one is just like, yeah, we'll just do this random activity, and that's our day, and that's every day. I think we're watching a movie this coming week. It's like a rated R movie. It's like, ooh. So we'll be watching like 2 or 3 movies this school year. Let's just put it this way. In my AP class, if we watched a movie, I understood very specifically why we were watching it. We read Death of a Salesman, which drove me almost insane. It was tough for me to get through watching that movie. Just because of I do want to talk about this, just sort of the mental breakdown that the main character um, begins to have. It's really really creepy. Um, and just sort of watch his life and his mind unravel is always very creepy to me. Um, so yeah, if you're if you're reading and or watching the movie, it's not for the faint of heart. You gotta kind of keep your emotions held to your chest a little bit, because of course I'm one of those emotional people that connects to the character immediately. I don't want to see anything bad happen to that person. So when the main character dies, I'm just like, no. Um, but yeah, that's all there is to that. Um, you know what? Time to take something on. Here we go. I'm gonna get the rest of this coal, and then we're gonna go through that abandoned mine shaft. Oh, by the way, it's 1.8. I just watched a little Minecraft update thing. I'm gonna transfer. Actually, no, I'm not gonna transfer. I'm gonna go back to the books I was reading. The Great Gatsby was another one. The Awakening was a book I had to read over summer break, and I think the other one was The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. We had. What else did we have? Like you'd think I remember, but I don't. What else did we have? We had. I don't even know. We had Catch 22. That was kind of annoying. I'm wondering if I should take all this wood or not. I guess not. Well, actually, I could make a. Yeah, I am going to take it, because I'm going to make a chest, and then I'll put all the wood inside of the chest. It's just more useful that way. I know, I'm weird. I actually clicked off there. I'm weird. Um, but yeah, no, it was just a lot of heavy books. Last year we also read The Scarlet Letter. It was mentally, it was tough. It was the first year that I ended up using SparkNotes. That's kind of how tough it was. Have I used SparkNotes this year? No, just because the books are very, very easy. We've literally read Beowulf and Grendel. Those are not hard books to understand. There are some people who struggle with the basic plot lines of those books. Just like that's an issue. We do this thing in class called a fishbowl seminar, where it's like half of us are in like the sort of hot seats, and the other half are sort of observing. I hate it as well. Mainly because I'm usually afraid of how people will judge what I have to say. I don't think like most people do. Don't know if you guys have picked up on that yet. But I do not. My mind does not work like a regular human being. You know. Um, and because of that, I usually have to censor myself. Because if I said what was actually on my mind, a lot of people would be like, "What in the world is wrong with this person?" People have come and asked me, "What in the world is wrong with you?" And I'm just like, "This is just the way I am." You know. I am sort of this radical person sometimes that just says things. Just throws out a random phrase. This is going to be very offensive to I know one very particular person, Black Jesus. I'm just going to throw that out there. That's something that I will sometimes joke about. And again, I did warn people very early on in the series. You're going to hear things here that you would not hear anywhere else. You might get offended by some of the stuff I say. If you get so offended to the point where you actually personally hate me because of the jokes I make, that is a tiny bit far simply because it's comedy. Like in this particular Let's Play series, I don't expect to be taken very seriously. You know, put all the extra stuff, like the grain and all that stuff. I'm gonna put that in there. The cow leather, the raw beef, seeds, flint, arrow, just like random stuff I don't need. I do need the sticks actually. Um. Anyway, don't take me 100% seriously in this series. Like if I just throw out Black Jesus, I'm not being serious. Like that was a joke that me and a group of friends came up with a few months ago, where it's like one of my friends had read a story and sort of traced back evidence that there is evidence that Jesus could have been black. It's just a joke. Like don't be heavily offended. I am of course the Jew that makes how can you fit 100 Jews in a car. I will sometimes bring that joke up. I don't take it seriously. Like I'm not that kind of person. Yes, I realize what that implies, but at the same time, it's just a joke. Like, yes, it was a terrible thing that happened, and it should never happen again to any religion, race, or anything else like that. Speaking of religion, um, nice segue here. I read a creepy story online on Facebook yesterday. A woman is rewriting Harry Potter to benefit her own religion. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave the story in the description. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't wanna influence your opinion at all on it. I'm just gonna let you guys read and decide it for yourself. That's all I'm gonna say. Just rewriting Harry Potter to benefit her own religion. That's all I'm gonna say. Guys are like, oh, there's no issue. Read it. Read the whole story before you make a judgment call on that one. Now I'm gonna chop through pretty much everything. I'm gonna clear all of this out essentially. I'm gonna clear out all the wood because that will basically allow me to track where I've been. You know. Um, if I start hitting crossroads, I'll obviously put up other barriers and indicators. We could be underground for a few episodes. I hope you guys notice that. Um, well, let's see. Something else I want to talk about. Oh, I got a few. I have a bone to pick with a lot of people. People sometimes ask me, why are you doing a Minecraft series? Minecraft is for kids. You shouldn't still be playing it at 18. You actually got that from someone I was talking to last night. Not exactly. I mean, if you really think that Minecraft is only for kids and adults should not be playing it, you need to wake up. There are entire companies that run Minecraft servers, and that's how they survive. Look no farther than Rooster Teeth. They don't run a server, but what do they do every single week? They play the freaking game, and they play the heck out of that game. Yes, it's the company business, but that's exactly my point. There are full-grown adults playing Minecraft. In fact, one of them is over 30. Sorry, two of them are over 30. Heck, the owner of Rooster Teeth is over 30. And they all play and enjoy Minecraft to an exceptional level. So, I think I think it was one of my Mormon friends that said yesterday, where it's like only kids play Minecraft. And I just looked at him. I actually swore. I was just like, are you really that stupid? Where you think that that's actually a thing, that only kids play Minecraft? That it's the issue is just it's just not true. Like, it's not him being an idiot, him being ignorant or anything like that. It's just literally not true. That's not the only demographic that plays this game. Yes, I do agree that a lot of young kids play this game, and one could definitely argue that it's focused on that demographic, but it's not only for that demographic. And so I don't know. I was just really put off by that, and so for like sort of the rest of Friday, I was just not in a good mood the entire day, and that's one of the reasons. It's just like the ignorance of some people. I mean, it's okay. It's just don't let that cloud your ability to realize what's really going on. Um, and so that was sort of my whole little 2 cents with that. But um, oh, look at this. These kinds of rumors always creep me out a little bit. I am on normal, right? Okay. I did see the creeper, but I just wanted to sort of like double check. Um, but that is sort of what gets me. Not gonna deal with that. What gets me about some people is just that they live in that sort of world. And I was talking to the person I was talking to who said that they've never played the game. And I was like, really? Like, he's trying to make a judgment call when he hasn't even played the game. Like, if you've played Minecraft before, I have friends who played Minecraft for maybe like a year and said, "Oh, I'm bored." I don't get bored of this game. I don't know how in the world they got bored of it. Usually the people that get bored of it, though, have never played survival. See, I usually only play on survival. And that's just sort of how that works. It's how my mind works. And so when I hear all of this criticism, it's just like, oh, Minecraft is a kid's game. Minecraft is this. Minecraft is that. It kind of hurts. And then more news about Minecraft in this last few weeks. Microsoft bought it, for God's sake. And I thought that was a terrible thing. Because I know Minecraft is definitely going to get... If Microsoft's going to do anything in Minecraft, they're going to mess it up. That company's definitely had a history of messing things up. I do own an Xbox 360, but that's just sort of because I bought it, got the Xbox, regular Xbox. My parents just wanted to go with what they knew. Now I am 18 years old, almost 19, and definitely capable of making my own decisions about what gaming console I want. So, gotta really sit down and figure that out. Whether I do want to stick with customer loyalty or I want to go off the rails entirely. I mean, that is definitely another possibility that I'm looking into. So it's just a whole mesh of different things. And it does worry me, sort of the future of Microsoft, because they're not exactly a strong company. I mean, they are, but they're not. I mean, they're hated by a lot of people, simply because of all the Windows 8 debacles and all the security debacles and just all of this stuff that's been happening. And do I feel sorry for the company? No. I honestly don't. Have I been using their products for a long time? Yes, but it's just they've really stuck the middle finger out to a lot of their consumers. And, or at least in my opinion, because of sort of the security issues that a lot of this stuff has. I mean, a lot of their products now are being built specifically to mess with your experience and mess with you personally. And that's just not good business practice. But then relating off of this, off of sort of Minecraft being for kids, Pokemon. People say, oh, Pokemon's for kids, adults shouldn't be playing it. Look at what the first Pokemon was. Like, I don't even have to say it. Just think about that for about 5 seconds, and everyone thinks of the exact same thing. Lavender Town. It was a very specific part of the universe. The rest of the game is pretty much fine, but that specific part stayed in a lot of people's minds. It's actually why some people won't buy the game today. You can say, oh, it's just one specific thing and never happened again. It never happened again because they were adjusting to the demographic. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's another favorite example of mine. It's a very dark show. If you look up the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they're a very dark series. And now it's for kids. A lot of stuff that was made for adults is now for kids, simply because they just changed the material. I mean, that's fine, but acknowledge it. A lot of people don't acknowledge it. That's sort of my issue with it. People just sort of ignore that very basic fact. That's my only issue. People can acknowledge that these things have a dark history and that they're not just for kids. I'm cool with it. You're entitled to your opinion, but the opinions do not match up to the facts. at a certain point, you need to go back to the facts and re-examine your argument. I've done that many times. I mean, I've talked about this on here quite a bit. Will sometimes question a lot of what I believe. Capitalism, I will question that constantly. It's always fun to. It's always fun for a country, for example, to succeed in a certain economic area using a philosophy that is other than, socialism, communism, fascism, or communism. Did I repeat myself? I think I might have. Capitalism, socialism, communism, and fascism. If they can get out of sort of that little realm and, continue to run their country in a sound economic way, good for them. You sort of broke the little basically the version of humans, which is very closed-minded, which is just like it's something has to work a certain way, and that's the only way it can work. So that's always good. It's always good when people try new things and they work, and it's great when that happens. But then everyone applies it. It's like, oh, they did this, we can do it too. No, unfortunately, that's not how it works. But who am I to say? Who am I to say what works and what doesn't? I don't rule these countries. I mean, I'm taking AP. What the heck is it? AP Comparative Government and Politics. Taking that class, I realized I'm actually very ignorant still about the world I live in. Everyone in the world can point on a map where America is. I can't name half the countries on that damn world map. It would take me a little while to name, 75% of them, I think. Actually, you know what? That's not fair. I can name about half of them, but that's it. I could probably name. I can't show you. Well, I could. Well, it's tough. I could definitely show you where a quarter of them are, maybe a half. But I can't tell you every single name of every single country. There's a pocket of 4 little countries right around like the China-Mongolian border. No one knew those existed. Those are very hard to sort of detect. And then what makes a nation on the map? I've sort of learned those definitions as well. And so it's constantly changing. It's a fun changing world. It's also a very scary changing world. Wow, I have really gone off the rails here. I did not think I would talk about this for so long. This has been a fun episode. I haven't really talked about anything that's happened in the video though, and not a lot's happened. I'm just sort of exploring this mineshaft. I don't know where all the cave spiders are. First of all, not really sure where all those got off to. You really don't like this over ravine. Like this particular bridge part. So that's a little scary. But again, more 1.8 updates. There's actually a spectator mode. So I'll be playing around with that and seeing what I could do. I could always do that on this world to make it more entertaining. But I remember when you switch game modes once, you can't interact with the blocks in the same way ever again. Like sometimes I'll go to a world, I'll play in survival for a little bit, then I'll switch to creative, and then go back to survival. I can't interact with the blocks in the same way. I can't mine any more blocks. It just doesn't work. For whatever reason. So I gotta be careful when I'm doing that. Mine this wall down. Pick up a little bit of this rare mineral. I'm just gonna use it for bridge. I don't care. I do hate they added like these 3 like useless. I mean, they're useless for now. I do hope they do something with them. And if they don't, I'll just be really upset about it. I'll bitch about it a little bit. But yeah, no. Again, Minecraft is probably one of the funnest games. I think Destiny got released in the last week or so. Last week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And people are saying, oh, it's a very fun game. It's a game that's, it's selling a lot of copies, all this bullshit. And not real. What the heck is going on there? I I just never fought a witch before. So that was sort of my first time. Oh. Yeah, I better get up here then, because I might die. Oh, no. I don't have any milk, so I'm probably just gonna die. Took me down to half a heart. Oh, I forgot, I'm on normal. So poison will not hurt me past half a heart. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I lucked out there. Gotta be careful when you're going up against a witch, I suppose. Come on, health regenerate. Come on. You can do it. I know you can. You gotta do it, buddy. Alright. Yeah, no, people were saying that Destiny is like the best selling or best, like, highest shipping game. It's like there's, GTA 5 that made $1 billion in its first weekend, sorry. So, there's that. But, yeah. There is that indeed. I think I'm going to be doing a little bit of work off camera because I do want to get out of here. Not like immediately, but at some point. Because we are sort of reaching the 30 mark. I do have some stuff planned. Not only for this series, but to unveil some more series with other games. Not possibly new games, but also possibly like somewhat old games. I just want to have sort of my own video series for, you know? Good lord. I do hate these, but I also love these. I hate them because they're so freaking complicated. Okay. So on that note, guys, hope you guys enjoyed watching episode 28 of my Minecraft Let's Play series. Be sure to leave like, comment, and subscribe, and all that crazy stuff. I do honestly hope you guys enjoyed this. I try to talk about a lot of different things. That's what I usually try to do in these videos. I try to not stay focused all the time on what I'm doing because it's also information. You guys also don't want me to hear me just talk about random stuff the whole time. You'd want to hear like what the heck is going on in the world and stuff. Oh, you can't eat while in third person. Okay. But yeah, I try to keep you guys updated on what's going on in the real world. You know, what I think about certain things. And all that. I mean, if you want a pure Minecraft, like, focused video, you can go to other places. You know, there are many, many channels. Actually, before I do end the video, I want to give a special shout out to the channel that I went to find the sort of the Minecraft 1.8 snapshot. It's called Fire Rockers Studios, and I'll leave a link for that in the description. He's got about 284,000 subscribers. I just wanted to sort of give him my thanks for making his video and sort of giving me, a 10-minute snapshot of what 1.8 offered, which included spectator mode, some crazy things with minecarts. I just hit my finger with my thumb. Some crazy things with minecarts, and the barrier blocks. So that should be interesting. I could definitely use those to sort of box myself in if I really, really wanted to. But I might not. I'll definitely think about it. But I'm actually really running over time here. That's all the time I got for this episode, guys. It's been a chock full episode. It's been a really fun episode. I definitely enjoyed doing this one. Time is flying. We're almost at the end of September already. 2014 has been an amazing year. That's all I'm going to say with that. I'll definitely talk more about how amazing 2014 has been when, once the end of the year comes around. I don't know what I'm doing for New Year's Eve, but whatever. I love it's 3 months away. I'm already thinking about it. Yeah. That's about it. So until next time. Let's stop.